Hello everyone! It's been quite a while since I streamed IDV, and I'll just start off by saying I'm not sure if this is going to be an archive stream or if I'm gonna take this down later. I guess it depends on what happens and what I say, because how do I describe it? Emotionally right now, I'm kind of going through a lot of highs and maybe a lot of crashes. I have no idea. So we're gonna play a bunch of Scribble Ideas, and hopefully that's gonna be less of an issue. Why is the volume so high? I remember I increased it for, I hope me decreasing my PC volume doesn't decrease it too much for what is this? Oh yeah, that reminds me. I've never... Okay, so I have like this little thing in the works, and right now you can't really see anything from it. And I'm not going to show anything because it's literally nothing right now. I wanted to make like a little joke game-ish kind of thing. Oh hey, this was what I wanted to play. I wanted to make like a sort of funny thing where Emil and Ada, they get trapped somewhere and they have to escape it, but Ada's like working on, like, she has a script and it's supposed to be like some sort of play, but Emil has no idea what's going on and he never signed up for it. And everyone is just kind of like, dude, you're not playing your part properly. But it is really hard to do anything. and I wanted to learn it myself and figure out how to do things myself, but I kind of got distracted by a lot of other I guess personal projects, so it just never really happened. One day I want to do something, but that's probably not gonna be for a while because I do have other personal projects that I do want to do, and it's probably more worthwhile for me to do because But that's besides the point. Yeah. So this one, I don't think I ever finished playing it. I'm not sure. I do remember I started on it for one of my streams, but unfortunately I was dying of dental pain and I think I accidentally soft locked myself and I stopped playing it because of that. So my goal is to play this one and the Silent Night one because I did promise I would finish those and I haven't done that. Hang on, let me check something real quick. I got an ad and I think it's just for, yeah, I'm live. Woohoo! Alright, let's go! Where is everyone? I haven't a clue where Mr. Orpheus is. But Miss Adams should be in the library, and Miss Claude is usually with her, if not nearby. I think I should head to the library and ask them about Emil. I don't know if I should do all the endings. I like doing all the endings and getting all the secrets and stuff like that, but it's also, like, this game is pretty short and pretty, like, crashing sounds. Be careful. I always am, Galatea. More loud shuffling and rattling can be heard. Like, when I first played this, I went around and there's like a bunch of different like fluff dialogue that you can read as you like wander around. And I think it's worthwhile for people to play the game themselves and explore things themselves. So a part of me doesn't want to like show everything off if I want to encourage other people to play it, but hang on, I'll read some of the, because there's like a lot of dialogue around. 4 portraits of 4 people. Is that Dr. Jones? I was briefly acquainted with her. I hope she is well. Wait, why is her portrait here? I need to find Emil. I don't know why, but like the dialogue for... Oh god, I'm lagging. Hang on, I need to check the OBS. Is that an issue with me? Or is that an issue with my Wi-Fi? Because I can never be fully sure. I'm gonna move my my screen so I can see my frames. So I know if anything drops. A table. We eat dinner here. Emil and I always eat dinner together. He tries to be romantic and feed me. He gets nervous. He gets so nervous that he usually just spills it instead. I need to find him. Alright, let's go inside. Whoa! Miss Adams! Helena, are you alright? That was quite a fall. Yes, I'm alright. A little fall never hurts anyone. I got the book either way. I got the books either way. Are you ladies alright? Yes, Dr. Mesmer, we're alright. Just a small fall is all. That is good. By the way, do either of you two know where Emil is? Emil? I haven't seen him today, I'm afraid. Me neither. Was it not a humorous joke, Doctor? I suppose. I apologize. I'm a bit preoccupied. Of course. I believe I did hear him head towards Mr. Orpheus' room. Perhaps he is in there? Thank you very much. I'll check now. I'm gonna try to decrease the sound if possible. Yeah, because it feels really loud. I don't remember what I had the sound on previously. I'm gonna try to do something like this. I love how there's like a lot of extra little details around. A lot of extra things to find. A little nook for reading books by myself. I don't use this much. I just linger in Emil's or my room. Miss Adams used very frequently before Miss Claude befriended her. Now they practically never leave the library. Anyways, I need to find Emil. What was a sewing machine? A sewing table. You know, that reminds me, I'm supposed to make... Wait, what? Oh, okay, that's just an announcement. I'm supposed to try to make a cosplay. Things are difficult. I couldn't find anything online that I could just piece together, so I'm trying to buy some foam so I could build it myself. I'm thinking about whether or not I should just sew my own pants, because I can't find the right item or the right color. And I feel like it's better to just make it myself at that point, but I don't really have any experience. And it's like, I guess I can learn, or I can rely on someone else, but I don't know, like, I don't know if that's the proper name, but they're quite handy regardless. I've never been much of a sewer, but Emil picked up embroidery recently. Oh, I forgot to pack his kit. I suppose we'll have to wait till we return home. I need to find Emil. This door is boarded up. I have to use the other one to get to the bedrooms. It's probably just a loose hinge. Why couldn't it just be propped open? Either way, I need to find Emil. Actually, it is kind of odd to have something boarded up if you don't really... If you're able to access the area behind the doors anyway. I mean, I think it's supposed to be a sign that Orpheus is suspicious because, you know, he's kind of evil, but... A sign, I think. I don't know what it says or what it is for. Strange that it's inside here. Maybe it could lead me to Emil, huh? I need to find him. Yeah, it's weird that it's boarded up on both sides as well. What? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I see some lights from behind the shelf. There might be a basement or cellar door behind here. I could find a tool to open the door, or at least let me see inside. Oh yeah, we weren't supposed to see that first. Okay, hang on. Let me look at the ceramics real quick. These are ceramic pots. Very simple, but clearly made with skill. I should get one for me and Emil. He always picks me flowers, and we never have anywhere to put them. I need to find Emil. Mr. Orpheus. Emil? No sound comes from behind the door. Should I open it? No, let's knock. I don't think he's in there. Oh, we can't check our door. Okay. I should check Emil's room. He might just be napping. Besides, I hear something in there, and his light is on. Should I let myself in? Let's knock on the door. Emil, my love? Alright, so let's open it. Now, I think we need to stand right here to open it, because if you stand here, you're gonna get stuck in the bookshelf, and then you'll get soft locked. Yeah. It happens to me a lot, so you have to remember to stand, like, right here. Cute. I should look for a crowbar or an empty crate. I can only carry one upstairs, so I should hurry up and just take the first one I find. I'm gonna crouch. I don't think it really... It just kind of mixes so... I can't see Ada. Am I able to investigate some of the items? I do remember I tried to. So there's a crowbar there, and... Yeah, we can look at some of the items. Hang on. 4 dolls and a crow. 1 male doll and 3 female dolls. Is this meant to be us? If so, where's Mr. Orpheus' doll? This is unsettling. I should hurry and leave. I need to help Emil. There's slightly different dialogue depending on which item you get. I don't remember... Oh, there's a cage. A cage, just big enough for a person. Why is it down here? Has someone been kept captive in here? I should hurry up and get out of here. I need to help Emil. Okay, I don't think we can progress that way. Alright, let's go. I think the crate is closer, so... Right? Where's the crate? Which one was the crate? This... over here? What the... I think it was like right here, right? No. Here? Here. 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 Damn it, these all look the same! What if I don't want to take the tool? I want to use the crate. Because I remember, I think the dialogue for the crate was more interesting. Where did it go? I swear to God, I saw it earlier. Oh, there we go. Okay, I can use this to see inside Emil's room. I actually don't know. I don't know which one You know, I won't spoil it. Wait. Hey. Wait, I can look at the roof? Wait, let me... The roof is so low. It's a miracle I didn't hit my head coming in. I should be careful when I leave. I'll try to remember to duck my head extra low. I need to help Emil. Alright. I think that should be everything, and let me go up now. No! Okay, I should have gotten the tool, because I wanted the extra dialogue. Well, it's okay. Okay, now I can see inside. I just hope Emil's okay. I don't see anything. Hello? Emil? The doorknob rattles. Hey, wait! It becomes dark. The faint sound of feet on a wooden floor and fabric being dragged is barely audible. The door is open and shut and grows silent once again. Oh, my head. I need to get out of here. Is there anything I can investigate? Okay, so we can push on the glass and we can push on the door. Let me push on the door first. It's locked. I need to find another way out. Alright, and now we can just do this. So that I'm not caught again. Here goes nothing. Alright, I guess. Wait. Okay, there we go. The jumping the scroll button is so weird for me. Hey, look, it's Emil! Is that Emil? Emil, wait up! Jump. What was that? Emil! It's just... me. One thing that I like is that there's no actual chase sequence. I remember when this first happened, I started freaking out and I kept messing up with the parkour. Because I don't really do very good under pressure, right? I think Emil went up that tree. I need to hurry before that guy catches up. Whee! Oh shit. Oh, that's interesting. I do not like how the parkour works for PC. Okay, there we go. Hey. It's like the jumping is so odd. I think we jump down. I remember being really freaked out hearing this. Because I thought he was actually getting closer to me and I was gonna die. Where am I? I should ask around. I don't have time for errands. I need to find Emil. Yeah, so basically she doesn't want to do all the side quests or talk to people and she wants to go straight to the gate. I don't know which ending I want to get first though, because I feel like the one where you don't find Emil and talk to Eli instead is a really good ending, alongside the one where you do find Emil. Aesop? What are you? Leave me. This is not but a bad dream. I'll be home soon. You are not real and I am not here. Goodbye. I didn't know he was here before. Wait, is there Victor here? Wait, maybe we could reunite them. We could reunite them and they could be happy. Honestly, one of my favorite ships in the game is probably Aesop and Victor. I really like Ada Emil as well, obviously, because I'm a Emil main, and the whole reason why I started playing IDV in the first place was because of Ada and Emil. Like my friend, she used to be a Ada main, and she doesn't play Ada anymore. I think she only really plays Alice and maybe other characters from time to time, but Ada's not really one of her mains, right? But I started... Hello. Don't even start. I know what you'll say, but I won't listen. It was unfair. I was robbed of my opportunity. Unless you have come to amend this error, go. I don't remember exactly what she said, but she had like the Julia Ada skin, and she like it's really pretty, so she wanted to cosplay it, I think, and we like when she was introducing me to IDV, like at first I played Composer because I played rhythm games a couple rhythm games before I played IDV, so she wanted me to play Composer, but then eventually she suggested, oh, you should play Patient because I have Psychologist and they're like a power couple and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, sure, that sounds fun. And I wanted to learn more about their gameplay and how to play them so I can get better, I guess. And reading about their lore and like watching their character story, like I don't know exactly what it is about them, but I just instantly fell in love with the story. Especially Emil, because I somewhat self-insert onto him a bit. I don't know, I find him very relatable to some degree. I don't really know how to describe that exactly, because I will say I have never really experienced anything near what Emil has experienced, right? But there's something about his character and like Ada's and his relationship that I just find very cute and charming. And because of that, I grew to really, really love them. Snowmen killing each other. How morbid. Who made these? A very macabre person, I assume. I need to find Emil. There's a couple characters I have like strong attachment to. I also very much love Galatea. I don't care for Helena too much. I do like their relationships, and I do like these two's relationship, and I do think they are cute. But actually, I kind of don't like Helena's character, right? For a while, I did appreciate the fact that she was one of the few like survivor characters that kind of wasn't morally gray, because there's a lot of characters who are kind of just straight up awful people, and then there's characters who are like a mix of both, right? More like there's the good in them and there's bad in them. And I kind of like that her and Emma, for a while, they were the only two people who were like just kind of good people. They were nice, they wanted people to be happy and stuff like that. Like obviously they had their issues, and they'd gone through their own stuff, but the fact that they were still able to be good people despite that, I thought was really nice. I dislike a lot of things about her character writing. The fact that Helena is basically Helen Keller, and also Sullivan is Sullivan. I strongly dislike the fact that they made Sullivan an abusive mentor and took advantage of her, because the real Sullivan was like one of Helen Keller's best friends and one of the few people that respected her and treated her well, right? Well, I don't fully know. Like, I don't remember the story very well because it's been a while. But I thought it was disrespectful to make something that was really positive and really empowering, and very like about real people and like something very inspiring, I guess, and turn it into something kind of bad. I don't know. I didn't like that. So I strongly disagree with the fact that IDV did that. And I also very strongly disagree with the most recent letters. From Ada and, like, Ada's letter specifically. I do not like the fact that Helena is now considered more malicious than Gala. And I think what Silmina said. I watch a lot of Silmina's lore videos, and Silmina has, like, the theory that the reason why Helena doesn't like Ada, like, specifically, is because she sees the relationship between Ada and Emil as similar to Sullivan and hers, where it's a power imbalance, and Ada is most likely mistreating Emil and making him do things based on what she wants. Kind of similar to how Sylvan did it to Helena. And I think that's kind of the only explanation that really works, because I don't understand why Helena is just so sadistic and, like, against Ada for no reason. I kind of wish that Galatea would just be the evil one and Helena would be, like, more nice. I don't know. Like, even so, I'm fine with her being, like, a little bit evil. I just don't understand why she's, like, straight up sadistic and malicious. Like, I don't know. If she was misguided, that was one thing. But I don't know. It seems like she's just enjoying it. And we don't really have any reason why she hates Ada anyways. Like, what I kind of just said was just a theory. And I'm hoping that's true, but, for all we know, Helena could just decide, yeah, I don't like Ada. She looks at me funny. Miss Adams? Miss Claude? I'm trying to think, who are characters I like in this game? I don't really know the full lore of everything, so I can't really say, I can't really describe all the characters. And also, I will admit that I'm very biased towards certain characters, especially characters I find more relatable, right? So, it's hard for me to say, I don't know, I'm scared to talk about Emil, for example, because I project onto him so strongly, and because of that, I feel like some of the things I say might be a bit inaccurate. Are the ads not working? Wait, I just realized. So I have a little thing that tells me the ads are going off, and I have, something to make sure it works, but it hasn't been going off. That's concerning. So there are... Okay, let's talk to everyone now. What are you playing? I must practice. Please, just a little while longer. Just a little moment more. Miss? No, it's... Was it fair? I had no choice. Please, just one more day. That is all I ask. I also kind of don't think any of the survivors or really hunters should be alive. I don't know, it feels like with all the shit that happens in the manor and like what Orpheus does, would no one go to the police afterwards, after they survive, and be like, hey, so there's some really messed up things going on over there, right? Like, I think it makes sense that Galatea can live and escape, but, like, I know it's, like, sort of up in the air whether or not Helena lives, but I think more likely than not, and she should be dead. Because I can't imagine being, like, really close with your father and loving your father, and then just never talking to him again. I think the relationship might be a bit complicated, but I do think they love each other, right? And when Alice goes and investigates for, like, and we read Helena's letter, like, it's been a couple years, and she just never came home, right? No, I have to remember. Just give me more time. Leave me. I will be free of this place soon enough. Do not tempt me with your freedom. I didn't... Never mind. I think I'm gonna go for the true ending first. I'm gonna talk to everyone, but I'm not gonna do their side quest. Oh. I didn't notice him there. Are you okay? I'm not ready to go yet. Go where? What's wrong? Hello, sir. I won't stop until I find a way out of here. And you won't stop me. I wasn't planning on it. Miss, are you alright? I need to finish my work. I'm so close, I can feel it. Please, leave me. Then there's Grace. Grace, Geisha, or Michiko. And I believe... I don't think it was Demi. It was Violetta. It was Violetta. They all have quests. And if you do all three of them, you can get the true ending. Wait, which ending did I say I was gonna do? Fuck, I forgot. I don't know, like, I really like the one with Eli and the one where we meet up with Emil. The one where you stay behind at the train station doesn't really... I don't know, it's really sad, but you don't really get to know what's going on. So, I feel like I guess the best order to do things might be to stay behind, like, I guess for a better story experience, maybe it's like stay behind, and then afterwards you go with them, talk to Eli, and then the secret ending for the library. Well, that one's more like a fun Easter egg than a real ending, in my opinion. I mean, it is an ending, but... And then the true ending. I think those are like, that's the best order. Honestly, the library thing is very skippable. I feel like it's more like, if you find it too early, it's a big spoiler on what's going on in the story, but otherwise. Sorry, I'm rambling. I think what we're gonna do the Eli ending. Yeah. So let me talk to everyone, and then I think I'm gonna skip out on Grace, Michiko, and Violetta. So we're gonna talk to these people over here, and then we're gonna get going and go talk to Mike. Ma'am, are you alright? Never better, Dolly. Say, you're a real nice dish. I'm flattered, but I'm married. Ah, shucks. Don't be a stranger, Fox. You know where to find me. Always available to chit-chat. Thank you, ma'am. Well, at least you're doing okay, given the circumstances. Hello. Leave us. We have no use of your musing. We will be saved. The eye is coming for us. All we need is patience. Alright, let's go talk to Mike. It's locked. Don't worry, the key isn't hard to find. Where is it? Well, I can't just tell you. Answer 3 riddles and I'll tell you. Really? Really? Sure. Okay, riddle number 1. Some want me, some give me as a gift. I drive some insane and losing me is painful. What am I? You know, it's real funny you say this. I'm gonna answer every single one except for the right one. I don't know how you got that. Not quite. Try again. I see how you come to that, but wrong. Okay, so love. Correct! Here's the next one. I'm being driven insane myself. Fuck. Always around, but never seen. I'm often avoided, but I always I'm often avoided, but I always catch up. What am I? I think this one's death. Justice? Still don't know how you got that one. Life? Nope, try again. Disease can't work, but it's gonna be death. Oh, that's a good one, but no. Okay. Hey, last one, and the key is yours. I don't take anyone away, but I silence the room and never leave, even if you ignore me. What am I? I actually don't know. It could be grief or depression. I think it would be grief. I don't think. Yeah, I think it's gonna be grief. So I'm gonna do justice first. I don't know why you would think that. It would be funny if there was like a dialogue that kind of implies like, why would you keep choosing that? Hope. I like your optimism, but wrong. Okay, depression. So close, yet so far. Okay, it's grief. Yeah. Hip hip hooray! You did it. Here's the key. You just had it? Yeah! Why couldn't you have just given it to me? You've seen the crowd here. By the way, once you go in, you can't come back out. There's no turning back. Just make sure you're ready before you walk in. So he works as the gatekeeper for this area, right? I'm gonna double check to make sure I haven't looked at any... Oh, I can look at the building again? Large building. I hear some chatter from inside. I should go inside. Emil's probably in there. I don't think there's anyone else that I'm missing. But you never know, considering the fact that Aesop was hidden here and I didn't find him the first 5 times around. I'm so sorry, man. I love you. Okay, so... 6 little soldier statues. I can't parse the country of origin. I'm not very well versed in many cultures. I'm a doctor of mind, not the spirit. Is there anything else I can look at on here? Probably. I just need to kind of hug the wall a little. Some creepy masks. They unnerve me quite a bit. I should go find a meal. And probably this, right? 3 busts of men's head. I wonder who they're meant to be. I see no inscriptions. Has Emil seen these? Hey! I'm dying. Ugh. Where'd some of these people outside? How did they get in? Whatever, I should go to the desk and ask about Emil. Okay, so we can't interact with this. Excuse me. Yes, ma'am? Have you seen a man with black hair and green eyes come through here? Yes, actually. It was a little surprising how quickly he accepted everything. Most people here need a few days or years to come to terms and be ready for the train. I'm sorry, what? Yeah, you humans and your drive for a living makes our job a little more complicated, but we don't mind. But now that you are here, here's your ticket. Feel free to sit down and chat with anyone who will lend an ear. Wait. I'm sorry, but maybe what's going on? Terribly sorry, ma'am, but the train will be here soon. I must stay in communications with the conductor and the telegram operators, but rest assured, you are in good hands, Dr. Mesmer. Okay, so this area is locked off, and it only opens if you do all the side quests outside, like Michiko's, Violetta, who was the last one? Grace, yeah. And then it unlocks when the train... Well, actually, I think it's always unlocked, but you can't really go up all the way until the train arrives, and you have to talk to Acro one more time, and you have to say, give me a moment. Look at this wax statue. A morbid wax statue. They look in quite a bit of agony. Or perhaps relief? I may never know. I kind of find it interesting that Acro has the key and is working as a sort of gatekeeper. But once he takes the train, who's going to be the next gatekeeper? Violetta, I'm glad to see you here. Likewise, Mr. Morton. I'm sure you're excited to see Moral. Practically bursting at the seams. You have that glint in your eyes. You're planning something, aren't you? Ah, Violetta. Like always, you read me like a book. That's cute. So, Margareta, are you also a dancer? Yes, I was in a traveling circus for a time. For a while, I was a lion tamer, but I was changed into a support dancer after a while. You'll have to show me sometime. Of course. What about you, Michiko? Hello, sir. Do you know where we're going? Wait, yeah, that's me. You know, it's okay. Uh-huh. Could you tell me? Yeah, sure. Sounds good. Where am I? Oh shit! I didn't get to talk to everyone! Okay. Ah! Wait! I didn't get to talk to Mr. Morton! No! Okay, well, I guess we're stuck on going into this ending. Oh wait, we can look at the statue. A statue of a man grasping at light. Is coming from the mountain. Is that man meant to be us? Feels a bit presumptuous, if so. No! Okay, let's go inside. Here? Yeah. Everyone is here, but still no meal. Maybe I should ask the driver. I hope Mr. Ellis is doing well. One would normally wish to see a friend again soon. But I rather hope I will not recognize him at all when we next meet. Moro, my brother, I'm sorry I kept you waiting. I was scared for so long. But thanks to Violetta and Margareta, I'm finally ready. It's nice to not have to be afraid anymore. Perhaps I'll meet my parents again. Soon enough, I'll be atop that mountain singing my heart out. Everyone up there will know my name. Looks wistfully out her window. She seems grateful to be here. Oh, that's cute. I'm sorry it took us so long to talk about our time at the manor. Oh no, it's alright. I'm terribly sorry for how I hurt you. I was just so paranoid. I completely understand. This place seems lovely. I'm glad I finally decided. Perhaps in this place, I can finally meet Miles and I's little one. Sorry to interrupt, but would you two be willing to chat during the ride? Everyone here. Everyone. They all know why they're here and how, but I don't. I still don't know where I am. I still can't believe they'll let you get this far without you knowing. Oh, sorry, just thinking aloud. I don't mind at all, Dr. Mesmer. I assume you want to know more about Emil. Yes, I do. I'm worried sick. I noticed. But doctor, have you paid any mind to yourself? I mean, I suppose not. But I must find Emil. He could be in danger. I saw him being chased. He was left in his room, and Mr. Orpheus must have had a hand in it. So please tell me where Emil is. Dr. Mesmer, Emil passed on. He's gone, and so are you. What? Orpheus shot him and you spiraled. Everything you saw on Olita's manor grounds was your mind trying to make sense of your final days. Frankly, I don't know why nobody stopped you inside the station or greeted you when you arrived. But this process, going inside the station and getting on the train, takes time. I was at Olita's manor once too. It wasn't a tragic accident that took Emil. It was a cruel experiment on vulnerable people. There was nothing you could have done. I could have not brought him with me. I could have stopped Orpheus. I could have stopped Emil. I could have. In a million could-haves, you still wouldn't have saved him. Because you loved him. Because you loved him so much that you brought him here to help him. To cure him of his night terrors, his spasms, and his amnesia. You could have never went to Elitis, but you wouldn't have, because you love Emil. I'm sorry, that was... No, I needed that. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. Take your seat and we'll be on our way. Of course. Wait. While I have time, can I talk to... Wait. Okay. Yay! Excuse me, Mr. Morton? Yes, my lady. Hey, don't worry. I was scared too, in fact. I was scared too. In fact, I still am. You can always wait here until you're ready. What do you want to do? I want to... Okay, so... if you stay here and wait, you get the other ending. And you kind of just sit here and wait around and... for the most part, I don't really think... You... Like, you kind of just do nothing. And then the go with you all, you go through the gate, and then everything that plays out, you know? The give me a moment one, it's just, you don't choose either of these. It just gives you, like, time for you to decide. And also, time for you to go back and look up here. Because you can only go get the true ending once the train has arrived and everyone's here. We'll be waiting here for when you're ready. Yeah, so you can only go up here if you did the side quest, and you know, you tell them to, like, wait. Well, I don't know if you need to tell them to wait, but... Okay. So I don't think anything changes, or I don't think there's any extra dialogue afterwards. I don't think... I don't know. I think the ending is fine, but I kind of don't really want to do that one for now. So I like this ending, so I want to do this one. Got to hear it. Let's go. Is it gonna play out again? I might have accidentally soft locked myself by... Man grasping at the light. He's coming from the mountain. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Okay. Yeah, I might have accidentally locked myself. I think I was supposed to talk to Morton first and then go through here. Oh, what? The train is here and I still haven't found Emil. He's supposed to be here, but maybe I just didn't see him outside. Or perhaps he's upstairs. Either way, I should wait for him. Unless... I have to choose now, and hope it leads me to Emil. There's no turning back. What the... What? I'm gonna go with you all. Please, just let me end the game! I don't even know how that glitch came about. Because some things, like, they're teleporting me back based on timers, I think. Emil, if you can hear me, I'm sorry. My time with you was so precious, and I hope it continues here. We'll meet again soon, whether I meet you or you meet me. I love you. 1 minute until the train arrives. That's cute. Okay, so I think the exit... Where's the exit? This one? Yeah, over here. Whee! Yeah, so that's the first ending. Wait, 46 minutes? Have I? Oh my god, is it? Yeah, I stayed in there way too long. I'm sorry about that. Alright, so real quickly, I do want to kind of look at the characters a bit, because I do remember there was like a... I don't know, I kind of just want to make a list of characters I like, and... well, you know, this is kind of funny. Me and my friends, we did make like a list of characters we like and characters we don't like, but it was really hard for them to make a list of characters I don't like, because unfortunately I'm a little bit too positive and okay with everyone to dislike anyone. So for characters I like, Aesop, I don't know if I would say I like Victor. I think kind of similar with Ada. Well, actually no, I really like these two. I think I only really like Victor as an extension of Aesop though, and I only really like Aesop. I do like Edgar. I do like Emil. I do like Ada. I do like Emil more than Ada a little bit, but do I like Orpheus? I think I'm okay with Orpheus. Wait, shit. I do like Frederick. I do like Alice a lot. And then other than that, I don't really think I like any of the suburbs in a strong way. I do like Anne and Gala. I'm a B badge for both of them right now. I've been a B badge for them for like a month, and I haven't played either of them. I haven't even played Hunter rank seriously in a while. I've been so busy. I only do like 3 friendly matches just to get the essence, and then I fuck off. But surprisingly, I still have both of their B badges. She should drop out soon, but I'm kind of surprised how easy it was to just like be their B match, because I remember I struggled with Anne's badge before. But I guess it's because I'm a bit better with Hunter now and just better in IDV in general. I also have Gallows, which it kind of makes sense that I would have her badge because she's not very popular. She's not very strong, unfortunately. I really do like her though. She's fun to play, and I do like how evil she is. She's a fun character. She's not a good person at all. But I do like her. I do like Haster, but I don't think I really like his character. I kind of just like messing around with him, I guess, if that makes sense. Like, he's fun to play and like do funny things with your friends, but otherwise I don't think I strongly like his gameplay, and I also don't think I really strongly like what's it called? I don't know anything about his lore, so I do like Anne, but that's mostly a gameplay thing. And then past that, I don't know, I don't think there's any characters I feel very strongly about. Like, there's a lot of survivors that I do like. To some degree, I do like Emma a lot. I like her character, and I think she's cute. And while I don't particularly like the fact that she's no longer, I guess, because like I think even with her positivity, she does show clear signs of like mental illness and stuff, and I think it was interesting that despite how much you're struggling, you can still turn out to be a good person. And I like that about her character. I kind of don't like the fact that she, in her more recent letter that Alice wrote for her, it turns out that she was like purposely bringing the downfall of the whole group 4. But then she backed out for Emily. I kind of like how things were initially, where it kind of seemed like she was more oblivious to how evil they were, and she was just kind of going about things in her own way, even though she was like experiencing like an episode or something. I don't know. I don't like the idea of her being like a super cunning mastermind that like orchestrated everything. Like, maybe it's not too bad. Like, I don't mind her being a murderer. I just don't like the fact that she purposely and maliciously did everything. There's also another thing. I think the fact that she puts on a positive, bubbly personality because of how negative her environment was is very interesting. And I kind of like that aspect of her, though. I don't know. I have very mixed feelings about some of these characters. Something that I say a lot is, this game has been around for almost 10 years. a lot of the writers have changed, and also even if the writers were exactly the same, with all those 8 years and how you kind of just slowly build these characters and slowly write them out, it's hard to keep everything consistent. It's hard to like know how the stories are supposed to go. So I don't know. I don't know how I would want these characters to be written or how I want their stories to be finished, but for the most part, I just enjoy the ride. I don't really think there is going to be an ending, so I'm just having fun with things as it is. I like Tracy, but I like her mostly for gameplay, right? I do think she's fun to play, but I don't play her very often. I finished her deductions a while ago, and I haven't started working on any of her badges, or her medals, because I want to try to finish everyone's deduction. I have everyone's here, except for Perfumer, because this one has been a pain in the fucking ass to do, and I'm struggling, so, you know, maybe I'll never finish all these characters' deductions. I'm also slowly starting to work on Cowboy. Hopefully sometime within this year I'll finish this page. Aesop was one of the first characters I started liking. I think I have a special place in my heart for Frederick because he was my first main. I don't really know much about his lore, and I don't really remember much about his story, so I can't say much else. Like, I don't really know his personality or anything. I just like his gameplay, and he's special to me because he was one of my first mains. And Aesop, I think, was one of the first characters I genuinely started liking. Just like for his like story and lore. Like I thought, like it was one of his skins, but I think it was where is it? It's one of the A tiers. I don't have it, but the Watchman. I thought the skin was cute. I really like the skin. So I was like, damn, he's so pretty. He's so attractive. And that's why I started liking him. It's a very shallow reason, but afterwards I started looking into his lore, and I don't know, a lot of people do not like him, and I do think, I'm a bit behind with the lore, so I don't know what to say about it, but a lot of people don't like him because of how he kind of murdered everyone and treated Ganji, and because I don't really know much about it, I can't comment on it. But his more basic lore, the fact that he is basically somewhat of a... I don't know, he's not exactly cold-hearted, but he does murder people and he doesn't really feel any guilt towards it. But I find his story about him being groomed and him being like, you know, autistic and taken advantage of because of that. Like, a lot of horrible things were done to... And then he was like groomed into becoming the embalmer we know, right? Because in his one skin, and also in like the Ivory Tower skin, it's shown that he as a kid he would not be a bad person. He would just be heavily misunderstood and bullied because of that. But otherwise he is a nice person and he's a nice kid. He just, like, people struggle to like understand him. So Jerry taking this kid, and who knows, like I don't know if Jerry is involved in Aesop's mother's death, or if Aesop's mother kind of just dies naturally, right? But even so, he took this vulnerable child, this child who is also like neurodivergent, and then he teaches him to kill people and grooms him into becoming like, in order to see death in a certain way and see it in a more positive way, and that something you should fulfill. And I find it interesting, okay? I like the fact that he's like an autistic representation, and I also like the fact that he's not a good person. Like, yes, he was taken advantage of, but he's still not a good person. Just kind of in general. And it is, I don't know, it's interesting because I don't like how there's a sort of mentality a bit where people don't want, like, I guess, minorities to be shown in a bad light a lot of times, but I think it can be interesting to explore it and not really say like, oh, this person is this person deserves to burn in hell, fuck them, kind of thing, because Aesop, I feel like, is written sympathetically, but you still have to acknowledge, like, yeah, he committed a lot of sins, and he what is it called? He committed a lot of crimes. He's probably going straight to hell, bro. He's not going to heaven at all. I don't know. I think it's interesting. I really like the way he's written, and I think he's good representation in a way. I don't know. I don't really know how to describe it because people don't really like to talk about how when you're neurodivergent, you can go off into really bad paths if you're not careful. Like, of course, like, if you're a bad person, you can't really use that as an excuse. That's just, you're a bad person, right? So that's not to say, like, oh, him treating Ganji badly is okay, or him being, like, a serial killer is okay because he's autistic. That's not the point. It's just, it's easier to, I guess, take advantage of someone and push them down bad paths. Especially if they're, like, lonely or hurting or, like, just confused in general. So, I don't know. I think his story is very interesting, and I really like it. I'm sorry. Maybe that was very rambly. I'm not sure if that really makes any sense. But I really like his character. If, you know, of course, I'm willing to change my mind about certain things and also talk about certain things. If, like, people want to, but that's just generally how I feel about him. He's a very controversial character, but I do really like him. Okay, so I'm gonna check something real quick. Can I make... Hang on. My settings is a little weird. So certain things are not working right now. Okay, well... I hope that fixes things. I do have a lot of opinions about the other characters. I strongly love Alice, and I strongly do love Ada Emile. Victor and Edgar are a bit weird for me for different reasons. Like, I really like Edgar, but I feel like the reason why I like him is not... it's kind of stupid and not really a good reason. And also, from what I could tell, just maybe it's just a Twitter thing, because Twitter is insane, but there's a lot of weird discourse around him, and I have my opinions, and I don't know, that's it. He's so controversial, and I don't know why. So actually, I'll talk a little bit about it. So with Victor, I only really like him because I like the ship with Aesop. I don't know much about his own character lore as is, but I do think from what I do know, he is interesting. I do know a decent about Anne, and I do like her, and I do like Ganji as well, right? Especially since, you know, he's my son, my Reiza Ganji. So I do like them both. I do like all of the Game 3 characters, but out of all of them, Aesop's my favorite. Edgar's a bit of a weird character for me, because I like his story and lore, but I feel like a lot of his fans are really, really extreme with their opinions. I don't know. Maybe I just interact with the wrong side of Twitter. Because for some reason, people who draw Ada Emile tend to really like Edgar and Ed Luca by extension, right? So I see a lot of that, and I like the art. A lot of people draw Edgar. Most of the people I follow on Twitter are Edgar artists. But the discussion around him is just so negative. I don't know. People are so rude to each other. Like, I feel like some things are very easy as a, oh, this is just personal interpretation, or, oh, you know, just difference of opinions. But it seems like you have to make it about the other person being a worser person to justify your headcanons or to justify your opinions. And I feel like both opinions are allowed to coexist. You could just not agree with each other, you know? You could just, it's fine to just not agree with each other. Like, the reason why I started liking him, well, I had reasons before. He looks a lot like another character I like from a different franchise, and there's just a possibility that if one day there's a collab between the two franchises, which I don't think is gonna happen. I think it's very unlikely to happen. He would likely get the pick for my character. That or Emil. Based on gameplay, it probably would be Emil, but based on, like, I guess aesthetic, it would be him. So I do like him a bit because of that. And then afterwards, I learned, like, I don't know, what was it? It was just a joke that someone made, but, like, Edgar has a lot of Asian inspired skins, and someone joked around that he, like, it's either that he, like, some people joke around like, oh, he's Asian, or some people joke around that, oh, he really likes Asian culture and Asian people and stuff like that. And I'm like, damn, I'm Asian. I like people who like me. I like people who respect me for my race and aren't racist, you know? Well, like, not really or it's just respectful, okay? It's just not really because of, but just respectful in general. Man, I'm still annoyed about certain things. Okay, but it's like, and then also a little bit about his lore is that he's mentally, you know, he's mentally ill and, like, suicidal and depressed and stuff like that. And I'm like, me too! I don't know much about his lore. I know there's, like, Ella, and I do know there's, like, there's one account that I think talks about Edgar well, and I do like following them and listening to what they say. But I don't really know much about about them, so I do want to learn more about Edgar, though. I do want to know more about his character and his story and like him for an actual proper reason than just, oh my god, he's so mean. For the most basic, bare bones, and, like, surface level shit, right? I really do not think I know anything about this character to say, like, I actually like him. I feel like the fact that I have such a strong fondness for him is purely based on external reasons, right? So I don't know if I would say I'm a fan of Edgar. I like Edgar, but I don't think I would ever call myself a fan of him because I don't want to. I don't want to bring the ire of people. Because I swear to God, some people are really, really passionate in a very scary way, and I don't like it. I talked about why I like Ada Emil, so we're not gonna talk about that again. You know, have I talked about this in other streams? I definitely have, but you know what? It's fun for me, and I like talking about things. You know, it's my stream. Fuck you. I like talking. I like talking more than I like playing. Alice I originally like a lot because of her gameplay, and I would say I didn't know a lot about her character lore in order for me to fully like her as a character, or at least I wasn't sure, right? I did like her as a protagonist. I think she's a really good character within, like, Ashes of Memory and Cage of Yesteryear. But I think, okay, so once I started becoming more active on Twitter, unfortunately, there is this one good account, which is, like, Chia or something. Their ad is, like, Homeward Path or something. And I really like the way they talk about Alice and their love for Alice. It makes me appreciate her a lot more in, like, ways I wasn't, like, I guess ways I didn't realize before? I don't know. Like, there's certain things I overlooked or certain things I missed, and, like, her talking about it made me really, really like Alice as a character. She's a really inspiring and one of the only characters, I think, that fits into, like, the whole actually a good person dealio that I was talking about earlier. I really like her. She's a very kind, compassionate person, and I really like the way she writes her letters because it makes the story very interesting, you know. She's probably one of my favorite characters. I do want to cosplay her one day. I want to cosplay Emil, Edgar, and her. As much as I love Frederick, and as much as he's like one of the 3 characters I put in my little mains, where is it, my badges? Like, those 3 characters are like my main characters. I would not really consider Frederick one of my main characters anymore. I think right now it would probably be Emil, Edgar, and Alice. I also don't really know if I want Edgar to be my main, though. I have very strong mixed feelings about it. Oh shit, it restarted. Man, maybe I should have kept playing. Fuck. It's okay, we wouldn't have made downtime. I would have to like leave right away. Which one are I on? This one? Yay! Alright, can you hurry up? Oh my god. Actually, I don't know much about Anne's lore either. From what little I do know, I do think she's very cute and she's very nice. So I do like her because of that. But I don't know a lot about her to really... Like, it's hard for me to say... What's this? Oh, I forgot about this! Okay, well, that's nice. I do know a lot about Gala's lore, though, because I kind of know a lot about Game Zero in general. In fact, Game Zero is probably the only game I actually know anything about. Of course, I guess, like, the Ashes of Memory I do know a decent amount about because it is the main story, but... Let me see, which picture have I not used? Why are they randomized? Wait, that's so cute. Is that... It looks like Mizuki, but I know that's not. Let me see. Which picture do I want? I mean, it doesn't matter, but... Why do I still have this one? I should just delete it. I'm gonna use this one. Yeah, so... I want the frame already. Wait, do I not have a picture for... Oh. Wait, what happened to this one? It was originally, Well, it was originally... Where is the ice skating one? Did I delete that one? Is that gone? Wait, is it gone? Wait, what? I mean... Oh, it was on public maps. It was one of the first public map pictures I took. Because of... Oh, it is gone! What the fuck? Yeah, that's so sad. I guess this one would be the one to replace it because it was the first picture I took with my closest friend on... Here. It used to be our confidant picture, but I did change it. So now it's this one, because this was more aesthetic than the ice skating one. Because the ice skating one was her wearing, I think the Asmir one, and it's like the same pose, and it was in like the ice skating area on the moonlit map, and I was wearing the bathrobe for Emil, and I didn't have the skin, but now I have it, and then we have like this backdrop. It looks prettier. The colors match. We match the background. It's nice. Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't have an actual picture for Skeezer. This is actually me. This was, I think, the first photo I ever took in IDV. I gave it to him because we don't have any pictures. We don't have any pictures together. But yes. I've been rambling for a long time. I don't even know what else I was gonna go with. I think that's pretty much everyone, so. Anyways, back to the Scribble Ideas. We haven't, it was, do I do the Emil one again? And do I try to get the true ending? Because I think it's worthwhile to do and see, but I don't know if, I don't know if I should be like, hey, if you want to see the other endings, go play it yourself. Woohoo! Or if I should just do it myself. You know, I'll just do it myself. Yeah. Shit. Alice is loved by everyone. As she should be. Wait, what was that? Collection played. Okay, let's do this one and afterwards. Huh. Oh, I do remember playing this one. This one was cute and funny. Maybe I'll play that one too. But I want to make sure I do this one because I did promise I would do that one. As a sorry for having tooth pain. That one time. Okay, let's play this one, and we're gonna finish up on this, and then we're gonna do the Silent Night, and then afterwards I think that should be good. Okay, so we can kind of skip everything. I actually avoided going into the library because I didn't want to trigger the extra ending, but I'm not gonna do that one either. There's a little secret in the back of the library where you can find Ada, and then she'll be like, oh yeah, that's right, I died. It is actually really absurd to think about. How the hell do you go through an extreme amount of purgatory and not no one tells you, hey, you're dead? Because everyone's aware, and she's like completely confused, and it's very clear that she has no idea, and no one tells her anything. Like, at least Morton should have said something. Okay, let's open the door. Yeah, so over here, if you go behind the bookshelf, there's the extra Ada, and if you find yourself, then you trigger that ending. And you can look at all these books. I did that the first time around, and I guess, you know, now that we're not really avoiding it, I'm gonna go do that. I'll read some of the extra dialogues, and then, we're gonna continue and just kind of skip everything. I'm gonna get the crowbar this time, though. Miss Adams and Miss Claude. The two are inseparable. They seem very similar to Emil and I. I would imagine we could get along outside of these circumstances. I need to find them. A bookshelf. I usually get books from here. Emil's getting a lot better at reading. I'm proud of him. He really tries. He really likes poetry. I would guess since it's very, rhythmic. I need to find him. Okay. Are these different? A bookshelf. I usually get books from here. Okay. Are any of these different? I'm just gonna look just in case. Yes, I think they're all the same, so we're gonna continue on. And we've seen all the dialogue for around here, I think. So we're gonna go and get going. Woohoo! Wait, is there any dialogue outside? I wanna check. I haven't checked. No, I can't go outside. Fuck. Okay, let's go straight to here. I think we can skip doing this, so we're not gonna worry about that. Okay, now we're gonna move aside. We don't have to push that aside, we can still climb in. But, you know, it's fun. Might as well. Crouch. We're gonna get the crowbar this time. No crates will be grabbed. Where's the crowbar? What the fuck? Where did it go? I swear to God it was... Yay! Okay, I can use this to open Emil's door. Okay, now it is time. We look around and get out of here. Woohoo! Woo! Okay, now we can start walking. And then Orpheus is gonna be here. Look at that! Good evening, Dr. Mesmer. It seems you found a secret cellar. How intriguing. Yes, I noticed some light peeking through the wall on the shelf. I wouldn't go down there though. It's quite filthy and cramped. I would imagine so. Say, what do you have there? A hammer, I believe. I think Emil is hurt and his door is barricaded from the inside. I need to open his door. Here, allow me. I don't mean to offend, but I believe I'm a tad bit stronger than you. Thank you, Mr. Orpheus. I did notice I haven't seen Mr. Emil in quite a while. But I had assumed he hunkered down in your room. No, I actually tend to stay in his room most days. Interesting. By the way, Dr. Mesmer. Yes, Mr. Orpheus? This is just my opinion. But you are far too trusting. It becomes dark. A faint sound of wood on a floorboard and fabric being dragged is barely audible. The door is open and shut. Did it? And grows silent once more. Okay, well anyways, we're gonna just do this right away. Okay, let's get going. Whee! You know, something I kind of realized is I tend to repeat topics. But I also question, is that really a bad thing? Because I am scared of being too repetitive. Because, oh, what, you could just watch my previous streams and you'll know about that. But, like, that's... Oh, like, I think at this point, that's not really something that I need to worry about. Because just having the point is just having conversations. Like, if it's too repetitive and people are like, oh, you already talked about this before, then I'll be like, oh shit, my bad, and I'll stop, right? But the thing is, I don't think I have, like, enough... I don't think I really have to worry about that because I don't really have people who come back very often. Especially since I don't have a consistent streaming schedule and I don't stream very consistently either. And currently, I'm trying to move a little bit away from IDV anyways. Like, I actually have no idea. I've been very mixed about what I want to do with this channel. Because originally, this was supposed to be more so I play story-based games predominantly. And there were games that I planned on playing that just don't have endings and you kind of can play indefinitely. Minecraft, like, I guess maybe Roblox, things like that. Like, I had series ideas. We're gonna do the quest now. Hello, Michiko. Excuse me, ma'am. What? Hello, what is your name? I'm Dr. Ada Mesmer. And I'm terribly sorry, but have you seen a man with dark hair and green eyes? I'm in a hurry. I'm sorry, I have not. Okay, thank you. Also, where am I? I'm not sure myself. But I know that if someone isn't here, they're inside that over there building. Alright, thank you again. Wait, can you help me? With what? The statue is beautiful, but its head is gone. If you find it, return it to me, please. Okay, so we're gonna go over here. A graveyard. There are many here. I wonder if... I don't want to think about it. I need to find a meal. Okay, yeah, we need this. We're gonna go back to Michiko and then we're gonna go to Violetta. Thank you so much, Dr. Mesmer. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you. Of course, ma'am. I wonder what caused the game to glitch last round. I mean, we still got the ending, so it's fine, but, very weird and wonky. Miss, are you alright? I'm so cold. Could you bring me a blanket? Why don't you just head inside? No. I have to wait. I need to practice. Please, just give me a blanket. I'll see if I can. Thank you. Whee! Is it highlighted? Yay! Okay, let's go talk to Grace now. Isn't it a bit cold to be dipping your feet in the water? Can you hear me? Nods head. Oh, I'm sorry for being rude. Waves hands frantically. Gestures empathetically. Oh, that's cute. Do you want me to grab you something? Nods. Well, I'll try. Pops and smiles. She wants fish. I don't remember where you get the fish though. It's around here, I think. Oh, it's over here! Okay, let's get this. Then we're gonna go to Grace, and then we're gonna go to Violetta, then we're gonna go inside. And I think that should be it for what I need to do, and we can continue. Do you want fish? No, it's running her fingers over the scale of the fish. Dumps crate into the water. The fish spring to life, swimming swiftly. Holy crap. Hand flat, she places a fingertip over her lips. She then moves her hands downward and down towards Ada, smiling warmly. You're welcome. You know, funny thing is, I'm actually trying to learn sign language right now. It's mostly... You know, it's kind of, funny to think about because I do streaming as a hobby, but, I struggle a lot with talking to people IRL, and generally I avoid it if possible, but there are times where, like, when I'm in the middle of trying to speak, or, like, if I'm trying, like, I might not even begin speaking and I just go silent and it's hard for me to, like, talk. So I'm hoping that learning sign language, I can just embrace my struggles or something. It's like a little help, so I have a way of talking when I can't talk, I guess. And there's also certain people I tried avoiding talking with. I don't know. I'm scared of talking to certain people. Hello. Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm so pleased. Of course. Okay, now we can go inside. Whee! It's locked. Okay, I'm gonna skip. Yeah, sure. Okay, love, correct. This is death. Okay, and this one's grief. Here's the key. You just had it, yeah. Like, I feel like at this point, he could have told us that we were dead. But, you know, it's okay. We don't need to know anything. So I'm gonna go... How did they get in? I should ask the desk. We're gonna go do this quickly. Okay, so yeah, this is unlocked now. So we can go up once the train comes. Excuse me? Yes, ma'am? Yes, actually. Okay, so we're gonna skip this and we're gonna talk to the people we didn't get to talk to before. Okay, let's talk to Sangria. I know you must be dying to know that. Yes, I am the enchanting Sangria. Hold your applause, please. I know it's hard to resist, but worry not. I will rise to the stage once again once we get to our final destination. For now, you must wait. Now, excuse me, I must warm up my voice. I do want to know the lore of these characters. I feel like a lot of them are very interesting, and a lot of them are... I don't know if I would say well written. 1 minute until the train arrives. Please gather yourself and wait by the gate to ensure a quick and safe boarding. Okay, let's talk to them real quick. Oh, Grace, you're... who? I just wish we had met before. I hear that. Anyways, what do you ladies plan to do once we arrive? Signing, I would like to go swimming in an ocean. Will there be an ocean? I mean, it would make sense for there to be one. Signing, I only ever swam in a lake. An ocean would be wonderful, with all the lovely little fishes. I remember I got stung by a jellyfish once in the ocean. That sounds real nice, Grace. Okay, I don't think there's anyone else, right? Probably, yeah. I think I talked to everyone, so we're gonna go upstairs and kind of just look at this. Yeah, I wonder what's up here. I also get a feeling I won't be able to go back downstairs if I commit to this. I should think on it first. Yeah, so she's not gonna let us up until the train arrives. So I don't think there's anything else I can really do. We can't talk to her. We talked to the trio already. Is there anything else I can investigate, actually? I don't want to get too close to that because I'm scared I'll accidentally trigger one of the endings and I don't want that. I think I looked at this, right? Yeah, and I talked to everyone here. Is there... Can I look at the paintings over here? I don't think so. Yeah, so we kind of just have to wait now. I swear to God this happened, when I played it the first time around as well. Well, not completely, but where the first time around I took a while to talk to everyone, and then even when I read everyone's dialogue again, it still took a while for the train to come back. Oh no. I kind of want to talk to them again and read their dialogues again, because I do like reading, and I do find their dialogues enjoyable. But I'm scared of being in a dialogue box when the train arrives, and then messing everything up, so I'm gonna avoid that. I guess I'll just walk around, I don't know. Should I tell you guys about my day? What do I even say about my day? It's been going. Honestly, there's a couple things I should be doing. Oh, the train is here and I still haven't found a meal. He's supposed to be here, but maybe I just didn't see him outside. Or perhaps he's upstairs. Either way, I should wait for him. Unless I have to choose now and hope it leads me to a meal. There's no turning back. I do think for the endings I do not get, they are worth experiencing, right? Wait. No. Morton? Okay, there we go. Excuse me, Mr. Morton? Yes, my lady. Hey, don't worry. I was scared too. In fact, I still am. What do you want to do? Give me a moment. We're here waiting for you when we're ready. Okay, so once we go upstairs... Hello? Is anyone up here? Yeah, so we can't go back downstairs anymore. Is there anything to look around at? I don't really think they would make it anything look aroundable. I don't know. Hello, Dr. Mesmer. Hello, sorry, but has a man with... Emil isn't here, dear. He boarded the train ages ago. But why? I wasn't with him. Dear, didn't you listen to the explanation when you got here? No. No one has explained anything aside from Mr. Morton. No one outside was any help, and the desk... Oh. Okay. I'm gonna look at this real quick. I'm so sorry, that should not have happened, and I think the next dialogue. Hang on, so we're gonna need to make sure the Twitch stream is okay, and also the YouTube stream, because if the YouTube stream is broken, I might I might stop the stream and continue it on another one. It does seem to be working. Okay, so yeah, both streams seem to be working. So that's good. I'm so sorry, that should not have happened. I think most of the interns are on break, so no one was out there. This is our most complicated station to operate, with some pretty high traffic. So we're frequently understaffed. I'm sorry, but can you just explain, please? Yes, of course. But since the train is leaving soon, I only have time for one. I guess, why did Emil leave? Well, as I said, he boarded the train a while ago. I was actually downstairs for a brief time and saw him come in. He seemed so scared, but... He loves you so much. He talked everyone's ears off about you, how kind you are to him, and how excited he is to have a peaceful life with you. But why didn't he wait? He hoped that you would live longer. That he wouldn't recognize you when you arrived. Oh. He didn't know that you would... I see. Okay. Are we back? Okay, so it says it's reconnected. Okay, on the YouTube side it's reconnected. I'm not sure if it's reconnected on the Twitch side. Let me refresh it. Is it? Are we still? Okay. No, I think I need a more blunt approach. Listen, I shouldn't do this. Go through that door, okay? What the? Where am I? Oh, everyone's still down. Okay, I can still go through. Okay, thank God. We're gonna... Do I have to jump up? Wait. Wait. Hi, Emil. Hello, Ada. I missed you. I miss you more. But why are you here so soon? Oh, my love. We don't have to talk about it now. I'm just happy to see you. Me too, Emil. And I think that's it. I do encourage people, if, like, you know, you're watching this, go see the other endings, and also go see all the other dialogues that I did not click on, because, you know, there wasn't a lot of time, so we didn't get to see everything, but I think it's worthwhile to play the game yourself and also see the other endings. I think they're fun. I did choose these two because I found them the most worthwhile and the most... what's it called? But yeah, let's keep going, and... I don't know if the Twitch side is working. Okay, yeah, it looks like the Twitch side is working. I hope it's not pinging people repeatedly. It is doing that. Okay, that's annoying. Stop that. Okay, and with that, we'll do the Silent Night one, and then I think we should be done for a bit. Thank you. I just realized, did I not do the weekly entertainment last week? I should have, right? I should have gotten at least some amount of hours into it. That's weird. Because I know at least I think so, I make sure to get all the memory spears I can. Because I'm hoping that if I don't get the composer one for this rank essence, I can use the previous memory spear. Because I haven't set, well, I have set the lucky guy one, but I haven't gotten it. So I'm planning on changing it to the composer one once it comes out. I also kind of want the embalmer one at one point. I'm sad that... Oh, hello, welcome Stream Elements. I'm kind of sad that I'm not going to be able to get that one because the, what's it called, the composer one. I also want the lucky guy one because I think it's cool. Because you get special effects for each item, and there's a lot of items that a lucky guy can get. Alright, let's do the last one, and then we shall... where is it? Wait. Yeah, let's do this one, and then we shall finish up. Maybe I should change my skin to something different. Hello, art dealer. I don't know. I think it looks better for the story. The last thing I remember was bright lights. That's right, that truck. I must have died. You finally awoken. It's nothing but cold, desolate white. Even the peaceful snowfall brings no comfort. Despite it, I held a strange acceptance of the situation. I tried closing my eyes, an experiment. I felt nothing with the action, no relief from closing and no pain from prolonged opening. What do you remember, child? The voice is nowhere, yet everywhere at once. Looking around, I find nobody. Looking down, even I have none of my own, only a bright light. Is this it? A human soul? Was my heart to be weighed by Anubis? Perhaps it would be heaven to judge me, or even another deity we could never have imagined. You seem quite calm. Many humans fear death. Have accepted it more than the average person, I suppose. I see. The wind is harsh, almost drowning away our voices. I think of my past. I can remember glimpses, but nothing solid. However, one piece of information evades me. What is my name? Is it truly necessary? It's preferable to have at least one to call your own. It matters not. After all, this is not death you face. It is a new life. Despite no muscles, my face contorted in confusion. There was a shift in the universe, unplanned. It resulted in your death. Your soul, in the process, was torn from your body, and the universe collided with another. In this world, another shared your fate, meeting an unplanned demise. During this contact, your souls, they switched places. What do you mean? As each second passes on, it becomes more complex to undo the threads already woven. To return you both, the results may be cataclysmic for your world. This means all I may offer is my sincerest apologies. You can no longer return to the world you once knew, and I cannot bear the pain of bestowing your original name, dear child. Names, they are powerful things. They hold memories, loves, sorrows, dreams, and hopes. To show you what you lost, forgive my selfishness, child. I pray that you find happiness from the memories you gain. Wait. Is my thing broken again? No, it's not. Okay. I reach out, but there's nothing for me to reach. The light is blinding, and what little of my memories remain seem to dissipate. Even as I clung desperately to them, they fade away. Wait, I don't want to. Is my game frozen? Has my stream disconnected? Wait. Okay. Oh my god. I think I almost had a heart attack. You're awake. Oh, what happened? You don't remember? I'm not sure exactly what happened. In fact, no one in Olita's manor seems to know. Melly happened to find you, and she found you unresponsive, and quite frankly, if it weren't for the manor, I dare say you'd be dead for good. Who are you? The woman pursed her lips. Even in my hazy mind, I could tell I displeased her. Tell me, how many fingers am I holding up? 1. Alright, now, if you would. She pulled out a clipboard, asking various questions. I answered to the best of my ability, but that ability was sorely lacking. I see. She examined the test with keen eyes. Emily, I had since learned her name was. Emily, she seems nice. Tell me. Those eyes were back on me. I stared back, unsure of what else to do. What is your name? My name? I thought about it, but I couldn't remember. Richard. I was told my name is Richard Sterling. I'm an adult man, a survivor who is trapped in a strange manner with others. We participate in these games that are in reality hunts where we are the prey. Miss Emily assured me that despite the sound, many of these hunters were quite polite. Despite her reassurance, I stared into my glass. It was much to process, much less forget. Even if it was amnesia, how could I forget? Oh? I didn't notice him approach. His smile was polite, but his body, albeit subtle, something told me this man had foul intention. What a surprise! The knight himself. It's quite rare seeing you here of all places. How fortunate! This gives us ample time to discuss our last match together. Miss Emily suggested I find a quiet corner for a moment to sort through my feelings. She feared introducing my condition to others so soon would overwhelm me. It seemed to be for waste. I'm sorry, who are you? Don't jest. All I shall do is infuriate me. I speak in seriousness. At present, all I know is my name. What is your name, sir? I wonder, did like Richard emote on him last match or something? The words I spoke were tinged with an accent I could not control. It felt familiar to the body, but not mine. The pitch, the smile that seemed to seep into every word. Even in the mirror, despite the unpleasant sight, it did not feel entirely right. Something about my own reflection unsettled me. I do not enjoy these games, Montessori. I don't know French, I'm sorry. Last chance before you'll regret it. If you do not answer, then I shall find Miss Emily again. I loathe the idea of putting further burden upon her shoulders as I am. His posture softened, though it seemed rigid. Knight, you truly speak the truth. I look upon the helmet in my hands. Without it, I felt incredible discomfort. I do. I see. He took a reluctant seat beside me. The bravado he held before trembled with his words. He was quite beautiful. Snow white hair, silkier than silk, beautiful blues of the ocean's depth in his eyes. Yet it felt so fake, a porcelain doll that wishes desperately to be perceived as human. I do not know how to say his last name. I'm sorry. Hang on. Joseph Sauniers? I can probably search that out, but you know what? I'll do that another time. I don't care for Joseph enough to try right now. I'm sorry. It's really late for me. I am your enemy. I see. I'm gonna be nice. We're gonna offer tea. I poured a second cup of tea, placing it before him. Well, right now, I could use a friend. He didn't say another word. Perhaps he couldn't. It was fine. It was simply nice to have company. Thanks for the help, Richard. Ah, gentle with the bandages. Yes, like that. Great work, Richard. Oh my god, we made him a good person. Are you alright, Richard? You look a bit tired. Oh, that's cute. A lot of people like him. Your hand twitches. Non. Ah. I had no idea he was anywhere near me. Even my heart that poured with such intense agony. It had failed somehow. It was a miracle how I was still standing. Tss. He took my hands and placed it upon the cipher. His own touch was gentle, guiding them. Wait, is this a romance? This is only your third match. since being discharged, yes? Did they not teach you nothing? I didn't want to cause more trouble. Then come to me. I knew with I was no skilled hands. Wait, I knew I had no skilled hands with these strange machines, but it was upsetting me far more than it should. I shouldn't struggle this much with simple keys. Mr. Desaulniers? I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. One day I'll get it correct. I promise. I'll learn. I'll try my best. You shouldn't be helping me. Hunter or not, it's quite cruel to stand by and witness you suffer this terribly. Now, by yourself. My hands moved along the keys. They were still clumsy, but far more proficient. Good, very good. Thank you. His smile, it seemed more genuine than last time, but I still couldn't help but feel unsettled by those eyes. The cipher popped, and it was the last one. He was staring expectantly. It would still be rude to leave without much thanks. Would you like to walk with me, Mr. Desaulniers? Desaulniers? For conversation, of course. I would enjoy that, Sterling. He savored the sound of my name. It is a romance. He savored the sound of my name on his tongue with a smile. I simply did my best to ignore it. I would be gone soon, and I could feign ignorance. No, why would you do that? But he's so nice. Come on, give him a chance. As we walk along the steep snowbanks, I recall my begone memory. I had a family, 2 parents and a sister. It was still foggy. I couldn't see any details. It's strange. You were nothing like before. I can't help but wonder if your amnesia is a facade. I glanced up at him, despite his tone. That suspicious glare had returned. If you're right, and I am actually another, what will you do? I am unsure. Snow crunched beneath our heels. Even now, not a hint of frostbite was to be seen on his cheek. I was never amused with your antics, but I despise change more. I apologize. Don't. This is the first time I find myself quite fond of it. If anything, you regaining those memories would be quite troublesome. You know, I think he would. That makes me think he actually was toxic before the amnesia thing. Which maybe makes sense. I don't remember much about Richard's lore, but he doesn't seem like a nice person. He chuckled, the gate approaching our sight. After all, it would make my matches far more frustrating for you to recall your skills. What an annoying man. Now I hope to recall my memory soon and make him regret those words. Let's see. Oh, how did I tell you this, Richard? You're a lousy teammate. One of the laziest men I ever seen in my life. Hey, you can't even cook! If they weren't trying to kill us with the manor games, then they'd be trying to, then they're trying to by putting you on kitchen duty. For God's sakes, just make soup or something. None of those terrible aesthetic dishes you try to impress us with. Damn, I'm sorry. I don't know French. God damn it. Okay. Mon ami. Amé? Oh, this. You know what? Let's search up how to say it. All right, guys. We're gonna take a quick little pause. We're gonna take a quick little pause and learn how to say this properly. All right. Wait. Nears. Okay. Pronunciation. What the?
You are looking at
Wait, this is the right one. Okay. Let me see.
guide where we look at how to pronounce.
Okay, let's get to the actual thing.
Name pronunciation. French origin. In French it would be said as de Saunier. De Saunier with a
This Saunier? I think I'm still saying it wrong.
name pronunciation. French origin. In French it would be said as de Saunier.
De Saunier.
De Saunier.
De Saunier. I hope that's right. I'm not gonna linger on that too long. If I'm wrong, you know, once again, I'm very sorry. I'm gonna try my best, but I don't mean to offend or anything. Oh, de Sauniers. I hadn't even noticed his arrival, too caught up in my own research. Please, how many times has it been? Joseph, my friend. He glanced at the documents in my hands. They were files, some of the manor's guests. How intriguing. Aren't those the journalists? Oh yes, she let me borrow them, only for a short while. Oh, they're the character letters. That's cute. I kept them close to my chest. I could never forgive myself if I ruined her hard work. I kept asking people about myself, but most are being vague, so I wanted to try to find my own. Whether I'm related to any of them and the like, even my own file seems vague, however. We'll say that I'm apparently unpleasant and terribly manipulative. Those aren't particularly wonderful things to hear about yourself. Doesn't matter. It's the you of the past, after all. I guess it doesn't, but... He reached for a book on a higher shelf, seeing how he didn't require the latter. My lips pursed. Oh, this one's quite an enjoyable read. It wasn't related to my search at all. Joseph. You've been here for quite a while, yes? I would say a break is in order. Won't you humor me, Richard? Why is the text red? Are you alright? I'm fine, just tired. A bit tired. Maybe he was right. Even if it was still reading, something fun instead of research it, was nice. I actually came here because I desired to reread this one myself. Perhaps we could have a little book club of sorts, just the two of us. Oh my god, is it a date? That sounds nice, actually. Doesn't it? He pulled a seat for us both, and we got comfortable. Shall I read aloud? Just to assure we keep on the same pace, of course. Would you mind? That seems like a lot of work. A pair of reading glasses was already settled upon his face. Oh, I don't mind at all. Since there's only one book, we had to sit quite close. There were even moments where I swore our hands squeezed. I'm sorry. You know what? I should be more mature. I shouldn't giggle at all these things. And I felt my self flush. Despite his so-called title as a hunter, he really was quite a gentleman. Was it wrong to find his presence comforting for a moment? You know, it's kind of funny. I haven't read a lot of the romance things in Scribble Ideas, but I do find romance really fun. I do like reading it and stuff. Now, if I had to guess, that card in your hand, is it the 10 of cards? I glanced back at my card, just as he said, the 10 of hearts. Amazing! Give me a second. Okay. Si mon petite myrtle? I told you, I'm quite proficient with cards. Hours had passed, and before I knew it, the book was long since finished. However, it really was nice, having a distraction from all my worries. Before I knew it, glasses were poured, and my smile began to make my cheek ache. Though I will say, even if my hands were quite slow, I still would have known. And why is that, Joseph? Why? Because, you stole the... You know, that's a... Maybe I'm gonna remember that one. That's really cute. Wait, that's really cute. I like that one. Okay. Why, because you stole 10 of my precious hearts. How could I not notice such a thing? Unfortunately, that was charming to me. I took another sip of my drink. Even so, I could feel his smirk upon me, what an annoying man. I must say, I never expected to find myself intrigued by you, Knight. More than you may think. That reminds me, I've been meaning to ask. Why are you so fond of me? I have nothing to offer someone of your caliber. Is that true? Or are you simply blind to the way others perceive you? I have not felt this way in many years. The desolate mornings, why I awake to them and feel anticipation. Your voice, it soothes my soul, even during my worst moments, and... Tell me, what does that mean? Mon Morito? How do you feel about me? I think I had too much Dublin for this conversation. Nonetheless, he rose from the couch, taking my arm within his. Then I shall escort you to your room, Knight. Sleep well, but do give me a proper answer in the morning, would you? My head, it hurts again. I could tell it was from poor decision-making. If you aren't busy, Richard. Oh gods.
Look, Mr. Richard, the fire's all warm and toasty.
Man, that's so cute. Your hand twitches. Another nightmare. It was that girl again, my sister. She was terrified again. That couldn't be. It was just a nightmare. Of course, nothing but a nightmare. I guess we are slowly regaining our memories as Richard. That would actually be sad, though, because I think once Richard returns, what this current Richard and Joseph have together wouldn't really last. You know, that's kind of an interesting thing to think about. The sky was dark outside. It always was. The sun only shined in that circus. Perhaps a walk would clear my thoughts. Oh, I didn't expect anyone else to be awake. Did I startle you, Richard? No, I simply couldn't sleep. How unfortunate for us both, it seems. I also suffer from the same ailment. I shall join you. Really, I wanted a moment to be alone, but it would be rude to tell him that. At least Joseph wasn't in horrible company, but it felt like he was everywhere. It was unnerving. Oh god, he's a stalker. He's a stalker. He's a stalker. You know, I just want to say, I really like this story. I love stalkers. Not really. Please don't stalk me. I'll make that clear. Please don't actually stalk me, though. Oh, now that I have a moment with you, I meant to ask. I happened to see you speaking with Ripper earlier. Oh god, he's just... Oh no. Oh no. Wait. We can talk this out. Hmm? His smile twitched. Oh no. He's actually a stalker. Wait. Damn. How do I feel about that? Yes. I requested his assistance. I needed to improve my kiting skills. It seems as if you were having a wonderful time. He's not a good man, but that does not change the fact that he is a charming one. He's been an elitist for a long time as well. He was a wonderful instructor. Lorenz as well. You also spoke with him. Quite surprising considering how aloof he is. Who's Lorenz again? He was so busy in the manor. I enjoyed the quiet. Wait, hang on. Give me a second. I want to figure out. IDV Lorenz. Hermit? Oh! Kind of just shows I didn't really know a lot of these characters very well. I think he does as well, though I doubt he'd ever admit such a thing. Wait, what was the context? Did I skip something? Oh, okay, yeah. That makes sense. I see. He kicked and rocked. How childish. You know, I'm always more than willing to help you with these things, mon ami. I know, but I can't rely on you for everything, Joseph. Also, that's kind of not a good thing to do. I guess, like, in terms of actual practice with gameplay, if you practice against one person all the time, you're gonna get used to kiting them specifically, and if they choose, like, if they have, like, a certain hunter they main, and, you know, they don't go with a bunch of other characters, then, like, you'll get used to hunting them specifically, and you'll get, they'll get used to only kiting you specifically, right? And that's not very good for practicalness, right? Because, other players have different play styles and such. So it is good to play, like, practice against different hunters, because you don't know which hunter you're gonna get in an actual match, and, you know, practicing against everyone is good to do. Yeah. So, you know, it's okay, I get it. I would be jealous too. I think. I don't know. It is no bother. To me it is. Oh no! I don't want to inconvenience people anymore, and while I appreciate your assistance, there are simply some things you cannot, and I should not let you help me with. Richard. My head. At that name, it began to ache again. I'm sorry, I'm not feeling well. I think I should return to bed. Eyes, they are marvelous things. The window to the soul, as they say. My hand hesitated at the door's handle. When I look into your eyes, I do not see him. There is another that looks back at me. At first, I felt like it was simply my old eyes failing me, but now, I know without a doubt. I could help you, you know? If you trust in me, together we can find out who you truly are. I would love to know the true you. I'm sure you would as well. It had to be nonsense, but something about his words, they felt too true. My name is Richard. Even at the splitting pain, I opened the door. And I think we should put a pause on our friendship for the time being. I apologize. I didn't wait to hear him. I slammed the door behind me, storming back to my room. I should have listened to my gut. All I could do now was my best to avoid him. On my way back, I ran into another. I just went through the blurring vision to make her out. Oh, Miss Mesmer, good evening. Good evening to you as well. Are we above some stairs? She turned to me with a kind smile. Ashley, I've been wanting to speak with you, Richard. Wait, are you alright? I'm fine. I couldn't breathe. It hurts, but needed to stop causing trouble for everyone. Mr. Sterling! Why did you ever come here? Why couldn't you just leave us alone? What did we ever do to deserve this? Richard! I didn't realize what I'd done until her body fell from the top stair. Oh. She fell onto her back, screamed silence as her body tumbled the rest of the way down. She finally stopped, completely still. Wait, she wasn't moving. Miss Mesmer! I was frozen in place. I knew I needed to go down to help her, but I just... Oh. Oh my god! It doesn't matter. We were surrounded soon after, eyes and clatter upon us. What did you do to Ada? I didn't mean to. You could have... Oh god, Ada! Emil, calm down. She looked just like her. My sister. The one I shoved. The memories came flooding back. I was Richard Sterling, a young man who willingly came to this cursed manor. I ruined the lives of my family. It was nothing but a game to me. Richard! Don't call me that. I want nothing to do with that name. It couldn't be. There was no way. Those memories had to be fake. But then... Night. Ada will be alright. That's good. Can you explain what happened? I kept my mouth shut. How could I even begin? I worry there's a deeper psychological condition. I am not an expert, but Ada offered help. I think patient would kill me if I even looked at her. My hands, they twitch again. I didn't hesitate to shove her. It came naturally. I can't blame him. It's been days. It's not healthy to lock yourself in here forever. How could I explain to her that it was better this way, safer? For them, for me. Most of these people have been so kind to me. What right did I have to walk among them after this? Please leave me be, Emily. There'll be a Christmas party in a few days. We'd love to see you there. I won't be. The door gently closed behind her. Finally free, I fell back into bed. I was tired. The only reason I managed to force myself out of bed was for the matches. I usually managed to sneak back into my room with no fanfare, but Emily was prepared. Well, I suppose it was better than Joseph. It was a miracle that I avoided matches with him. Maybe I should just go to bed early. I snuggled deep into my sheets, closing my eyes. I hadn't been able to sleep well. If I wasn't completely exhausted, the memories would return. Joseph, he said something strange, that my soul wasn't right. Was it delusional to hope that he was right? Well, I ended up at the Christmas party anyways. I wasn't given a choice. They used the children. I was dragged out without even a chance to change it to something more festive. What do you mean? This is so festive for Christmas. It's Christmas color. You know? And like, we look fancy. You know, I knew I was right to change my skin. Actually, now that I think of it, I didn't realize, but we were in the usual skin for most of the game. It hadn't even started yet. Most people were still preparing. Even the kids rushed away. They forgot their presents, and now I was alone. I could still feel it. I could feel it stare. It chilled my blood down to every last drop. I needed to find a distraction. Oh my god, Composer's here? Is that Lawyer? Oh my god, is Bonbon? Wait, what's this? Load-bearing hole in the wall. I guess I shouldn't go through there? You know, that might be a secret. I think there's multiple endings. You know what, I'll see. Depending on how this goes, I might play the other endings, depending on how many there are and stuff. But I won't go through that. I think from just a glance, though. I think you're supposed to go through the wall and maybe decode the cipher machine and play the match by yourself, and then Joseph will be like, oh, look at how far you've come and how much you learned or something. That's my guess, but we're gonna talk to everyone now. No one said we were supposed to dress for the occasion. I suppose I should be happy I'm the only one who didn't know. Wait. I suppose I should be happy I'm not the only one who didn't know. Hey, this is kind of festive. He didn't look any happier. Maybe we should leave him alone. Let's take a seat. I just took a seat, opposite of him, making sure there was a gap between us. There are other people here, you know. Ones who are actually fun. Well, I'm sure the majority of them want nothing to do with me. If you want me to leave, though, I didn't say. It's fine, you can stay if you want. Really? Yes, I don't mind. He said that, but it was still incredibly awkward. Not uncomfortable, though. At one point, I even caught a smile. It was nice. It felt like, despite everything, my presence mattered to someone. I stayed long enough, though. It's time to head back. I hated to say it, but it was worth leaving my room. After the incident, I only ever came out for matches when I was forced to. I forgot how nice life would be. Oh, I wasn't looking. I bumped into a surprisingly soft chest. Even with the light touch, the smooth layer of down was warm to the touch. Looking up, curious eyes were upon me. I wasn't familiar with him. Only once did we match. If it isn't the night, to think I almost forgot you existed. Nightmare, yes? I left quite an impression, it seems. It's difficult for him not to. Most of the hunters seem to have some kindness within. Him? Nothing. Even a feral starved mongoose held more humanity from our brief interaction. It is quite fortunate I heard of your amnesia, but I haven't had the opportunity to examine your condition myself. There's no need to, Emily. Tell me, Knight, how many of your memories have returned? I worked with pharmaceuticals, well, drugs for the poor man tongue. Thanks. You have witnessed firsthand what my work is capable of. A perfect resume, if I may say. If you offered yourself, I'm sure I could return those pesky memories. After all, I imagine it must be agonizing. Who were you? Who is the person you are becoming? Can this new identity bear the burden of erasing the old? Does it have the right? Can it survive? But with your old memories, you can continue as you were. You can smile, laugh away your struggles as an odd memory. The remorse you feel now, it would be gone, as would the guilt. Isn't it wonderful? The chance to return to a life without such frivolous worries. Can you really? If I cannot, I will find out how. Why would you even do this for me? My own curiosity, I suppose. You are quite a rare specimen, Knight. Is it truly wrong of me to be intrigued by that? I shouldn't trust him, but he was right. Maybe it was selfish, but if I remember everything, it would be easier, right? He fixed the stacks of papers in his hands, completely filled with surprising grace and graceful handwriting. Let us depart then. Is that your research? He seemed surprised at the question, so was I, being handed one of the many papers. It was a manuscript. I did not take you for a writer. You don't know? Quite silly me, the amnesia. Yes, I do enjoy literature, both penning my own and reading it. It was phenomenal work. Even with just a page, I felt satisfied, yet hollow from the abrupt ending. Do you mock me, Knight? No, I just feel nostalgic, I suppose. I used to write myself, you know, though I'm no accomplished author. Most of my works were just posted into A4E? Is that supposed to be like A03? A40? Yeah, this is supposed to be A03. You know, archive for everyone, where everyone can post their work. Hmm? It hurts, it hurts. I shut my eyes, but a nightmare took hold of me, keeping one of them open. He was silent, his eyes exposing none of his intent. At first, I thought photographer was spouting nonsense. He's quite arrogant in his ways, but it doesn't suffer his grief in the slightest, if anything. He clings desperately to it, is all he has after all. Rather than becoming human, he allows his grief to become him, at such a young age at that. Isn't it pathetic? He finally released my face. I stumbled back, gripping against the wall as the memory played. Guys, new update. Enjoy chapter. Temporary hiatus. Can't write. Why can't I write? They're waiting for me. They're expecting something amazing from me, but I can't even make a single sentence. The voice in my head wasn't my own. Or was it? I haven't heard it. Oh, it was the person that switched with Richard. The original us, I guess. I felt intimate with it. I didn't even know anymore. Why am I so useless? No, it's fine. It's fine. I should go on a walk to clear my head. It sounds like the ice cream man's nearby. Yeah, that should help. Something sweet to distract me. Oh yeah, then we get run over. My knees gave out. To my surprise, I didn't fall. What a sore nightmare. His arms were taut around me. I tried to pry them off, but my hands... They couldn't stop shaking, and they were too clumsy to do anything but soak his sleeves. Ha, photographer. To what I owed this pleasure? Nothing. Nami reached for me, but I was snatched from his claw. We just happened to be passing through. Even as he became a blurred speck of ebony, I tried to grab it. Put me down. I was ignored completely, and to my dismay, no others were in the hall to help me. The cold air shook my skin, but was a welcome reprieve. I could finally breathe again. Each deep breath helped me to relax. I did my best to wipe away the thick layer of sweat on my brow with my damp sleeves to compose myself. Is this humorous to you, one of me? Not now, Joseph. No, you evaded me enough, Richard. Do you realize how it aches? My heart. I tried so hard to apologize for my cruelty, and yet you only mocked me. Choosing to sit in silence with a man who can hardly speak kissed him. Oh shit, I didn't realize that would matter. I thought I would have time to talk to everyone. I didn't realize that, listen man, I'm sorry. I promise I'll talk to you in another timeline. You detest me so that you would waste your valuable life on one sort of... Hey, that's rude, bro. Matthias is chill, okay? Like, listen, he may be a bit grumpy. I mean, maybe he didn't talk a lot, and it was awkward, okay? But like, we were chilling with each other. It's fine to like find people to chill with. That, you know what? Like, you don't need to talk to everyone and like hang out with people doesn't necessarily mean you gotta talk to people, right? It's fine to just chill and like, you know, have fun, like enjoy each other's company. Isn't that what life is all about? You know, sometimes maybe you can't talk to each other, maybe you can't conversate or whatever, but at least you enjoy that person's company and you enjoy being with them, and that's what matters the most in life, you know? I'm sorry, that was... Even if in silence, as long as we enjoy each other's presence, that's what counts. And I like quiet intimacy, okay? Just being near someone and just having their presence. I don't know. Anyways, that's rude. How dare you? Matthias is great. What are you talking about? I love you. I love you, whoever you are. And despite every chance I try to speak with you, to make amends, all you do is shatter my heart more and more. Joseph, have you ever considered my feeling of this? How terrifying it is to feel so deeply for another after all these years. What agony I face, torn between my desire to capture your brilliance for an eternity, or to pray hopelessly that a miracle could occur and I could meet the true you. And yet, each day passes, more and more, your eyes, they're shifting. Even if you're not Richard Sterling, you're becoming that detestable brat. I can't lose you, monsieur. This was something. Joseph, the absurdity of the situation was overwhelming. Not only was I recovering from a panic attack, but a concerning yet heartfelt confession. Not to mention how entitled of one it is. For goodness sake, he was still dressed in that ridiculous outfit. What do I even say? I can't reject him, bro. We gotta be nice. I feel the same, but it was best to be blunt here. Joseph. He perked up, nothing but hope in his eyes. Oh no! What? Bro, I did not click that. I did not fucking click that. You are insane. Pardon? I won't lie and say that I wasn't interested in you, but this wouldn't be healthy for either of us. Actually, no, that is true. I don't think this is very healthy. It's toxic, but you know. In fact, I don't think we could even continue on as friends because I don't think you could forgive me for this, would you? Head for the door. You. I don't like the fact that there's a camera on the ground. His skin cracked. Joseph? Tell me what to change. That's not... You can't leave me. I won't let you. Not like he did. He glanced to the side. You. This was a setup. He never intended to let me escape the Christmas party without him. I opened the door, but it was too late. A suffocating tension was thick in the air, and no one was here to help me. I kept running, knowing I needed to make as much distance as possible. He's gonna whack a mirror version? Your heart stopped. I froze, looking around. I was completely alone. If he was gonna jump me, he would have already. I crumbled, clutching my stomach in agony. I didn't have time for this. I needed to hide. I ducked behind a steep pile of snow, clutching myself as tightly as I could. Night! The crunches of snow was deafening. Despite how it froze my skin, I kept still. I do hate to be such a brood. May we please have a proper discussion? Only my heartbeat poured over the snow, but this wasn't one of the Manor's games. If I died this time, I would die for real. I know you're out here. Please, come on now. Sharp claws trailed along the wall. Even the tightly compact snow cracked easily beneath the touch. I wonder, could you be here? I stumbled onto my feet, running as fast as I could, but they were sluggish, numb from the constant exposure to the cold. I wasn't surprised when I fell to my knee, less when he caught up to me. It seemed like I was wrong to wait. In his hand was a photo. I backed away, but I knew it. There was no way I could escape him this time. I truly wish this turned out differently, Monsieur, but I cannot let you escape. Then, I held myself a vain attempt for warmth. At least, let me say one more thing. He lowered the photo. I remember something. About me, the real me. Huh? I love stories, OP. My crops blessed. This time, my head didn't hurt. If anything, it felt warm. I felt warm. It was probably frostbite, but I let my eyes close. Please take care for yourself. We miss you out there. I hope you're okay, dude. Thank you for making me feel seen. I don't think I liked myself very much. I think I was probably a really pathetic person, actually. That's not. It's fine, because I think I realized something at that Christmas party. Even if I didn't like myself, I still mattered to people. Maybe I should have been kinder to who I was. I stared up at the moon, a sight I was used to, but tonight it was more beautiful than before. Instead of waiting, hoping someone would reach out, I needed to be my own knight in shining armor. Even if it would have been terrifying, I wish I had the chance to become a happier person. I know it would be hard. There would have been days I would have wanted to give up, but just like how so many people at Alita's Manor were here for me despite my flaws, I wish I could have been there for myself. I tried hard to find myself again. You can't be serious. The photo nearly crumbled within his grip. Oh, that is fleeting. Loved ones leave, and joys eventually disappear. Wouldn't it be better to remain here in Olitas, where even death itself is temporary? That's the funny thing, Joseph. My hands, they were turning blue. I think I've come to appreciate life more with these games. What good is that life if it leaves me? Night? It seems we meet again, child. Huh? Did we fucking die again? I did not expect to meet you again. Neither did I. This felt a bit awkward for me to have returned. I must have died again. The other, whose souls you've been switched. How is he? Well, extraordinarily well, in fact. Oh no. What the fuck would Richard done with our original self? Would he still continue our hobby? I guess he wouldn't remember any of our hobbies, though. So why would he continue it? Did he murder our family? Like, our actual family? In fact, it is a problem. Huh? A long, tired sigh echoed in the night. At the expense of countless people, he is thriving. He is one of those influencers. How? Not only have you, all your close ones wish that you would return to normal, but even your original world tired of him and found a way to return you both back. You mean? Yes. My congratulations, child. You are going home. This time, I truly wish we never meet again. Thank you. Even as this light, I could feel the tears streaming down my cheek. Thank you, and I really hope I never see you again either. I relaxed, a smile creeping upon my face. It would be my last night as knight. And this time, with all the memories I made, I will try my best to become a person I loved. Night. Ah. Oh shit. Wait, did we not actually return? Wait, are we in Richard's point of view now? What happened to our character? What happened to good old Yoshia Usai? I was freezing. Night, are you okay? The infirmary? Why am I? Joseph brought you. He claimed you collapsed and... For goodness sake, you're frostbite. What were you doing out there? Wait. No. No. Richard! I stared down, my hands, my legs, my everything. It was mine. But what did it matter? Take me back. Calm down, Richard. I want my Instacam back. Wait. Why was he still here? The end. Wait, can we talk to everyone else? Do we get to experience the other endings? Wait, I'm gonna explore this. Wait. Yeah, I'm gonna explore this. I think I should do that. It's like, look, there's a cipher machine over there. That has to mean something, right? Look, there's a whole building over here. Yeah. The fact that there's a hole in the wall. There's no way that's not intentional. There's a dialogue box that popped up. Oh, hey, look, it's me. Oh, let's ignore that. I guess this is where all the dialogue comes from. There's all the scenes. Oh, it's all about, can I take over you? Oh, I can't? Okay. I'm guessing we go through there to leave? I think there were a couple endings, but I don't really know how many there are. Okay, this story was actually really good though. I'm surprised. I'm surprised at the length, and I'm also surprised at how well written it is. It makes me think that, I guess the original Richard, or whoever our player character is probably, it's probably, to some degree, the author of this. I wonder if they're, like, if they write or have other stories out. Because they're really good at writing. I have written before as well, but I don't think any of them are really good. They're all, yeah, all my past stories are pretty bad. One thing I do want to write, you know, it would be fun to do a visual novel kind of thing like this in IDV. Like, this was really, really good. Hang on. Oh, what a surprise. Of all the people I expect to arrive, you are not one of them. He didn't play yet, instead stretching his hands. Surely it would be a long night for him. The children asked, Mr. Creeper, there's no way I could, the children asked, Wait. There was no way I could refuse. Yes, yes. Now do you need some... Yeah, I think that was supposed to be Richard. Now do you need something, or are you here to cause more trouble? I bit my tongue. I couldn't say that the composer was my favorite man to speak with, but I would be far more comfortable with than the alternative. Where's my mouse? Okay, here. Would you play for me? A song? How selfish. This is a season of giving, and yet you demand without so much as an offering. Ah, you're right. It was rather inconsiderate of me. Well, I suppose a bit of practice wouldn't hurt. Do pretend to be a proper audience. I won't forgive you if you don't. As I need to pretend with such a phenomenal musician. For a moment, I swore Rose dusted his pale skin. However, he cleared his throat, closing his eyes as his finger fell upon the ivory keys. It was a lovely performance. At first, it was simple scales to ensure the piano hadn't been affected by the winter chill. However, classics soon warmed the air, and the once empty hall bustled with holiday goers. At one point, even a few carolers joined in, high from spirit and joy. It was a wonderful way to spend the evening. I was getting tired of all the socialness, however, so I decided to sneak back to my room. I hated to say it, but it was worth leaving. Okay, so this is all the same. Wait, what do I say here? Oh wait, maybe I shouldn't have skipped that. Wait, why is it? I don't feel the same. Joseph, I apologize for making you feel as if I ever share those feelings. You're a friend to me and nothing more. After this, I don't think we could be that. Wait, I didn't get to see the dialogue for the composer. No, shit. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to skip it. I'm so sorry, guys. Head for the door. Okay, so this, I think is all the same, so let me see. I want to see if I can get. Okay. So is there no way to end the game? Or I guess we should talk to Joseph. This is gonna be his own ending, right? I'll probably do all the other endings on my own, though, or at least just look at the fluff dialogue. But the fact that there's a hole in the wall, I know this has to mean something, right? But I don't see where it goes to. Okay, let's talk to... Actually, no, I'm gonna do composer's dialogue again. Okay, there we go, we can talk. Okay. I wanna do all of them. Will you play for me? Leave. Okay, I hope skipping ahead won't be... Okay. So Joseph kidnaps me. The cold air shook my skin, but it was a welcome prey if I could breathe again. Yeah, you mock me. You even disrespect me further by prattling about with that pathetic fraud of a musician. What does he have to offer you that I couldn't in spades? What? That's so rude! What do you mean a fraud of a musician? He's great. He's just maybe he's just a little non-traditional, and like maybe his family disowned him, but he's still a good musician. He knows how to music. He just has unique taste, okay? It's fine. It's fine. He's talented. I swear to God, I looked at the sheet music for all of the IDV music, or like his music specifically for like the cipher machines. They're not easy to play, okay? He's a talented musician. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay, well, we can skip this and it's all gonna be the same. Okay, and we can continue on and just skip through this. Wait. Okay, let me do I guess the lawyer's event? Or do we do Bonbon? I love Bonbon! You know what? We'll do lawyer. We'll save, what's this? Can I help you? He was clearly uneasy after the stair incident. I couldn't blame him. I was looking for somewhere to sit. Well, I'm sure you could find one away from here. But there's like the only table. Like, yeah, there's a couch, but Matthias doesn't seem chatty, you know? I'd rather disturb you than him, you know? Before he could finish, Leo walked into the room. Even during the holidays, the tension was thick. Maybe I should throw him a bone. Take a seat. You're just looking for a seat. But I wouldn't mind some conversation. I think it would benefit the both of us. Or us both, I'm sorry. His earlier moxie was gone, knowing I was right, after all, in everyone's eyes. We were both closer to villains than heroes. He's a bit obnoxious. After all, he was an intelligent man and clearly proud of it. But I think his loneliness. He was lonelier than he let on. I dare say he even enjoyed the company more than I did. It was a surprisingly nice evening, all things considered. I think I stayed long enough, though. Okay, I'm gonna skip this again. So sleepy. Okay, I just want to read the Joseph dialogue, and then we're gonna do all this, and then we'll finally talk to Joseph. If that doesn't end the game, I'll end the game myself, though. That pitiful sorry excuse of a rat among men, and you settle for a coward? One who's shown so little disregard for love before? Actually, yeah, to be fair, I feel like that's deserved. Okay, we're gonna skip this and head for the door. Skip. Yay! Okay, so now we're gonna do bonbons, and then we're gonna talk to Joseph, And then afterwards, maybe we can try exploring a bit more, because like the hole in the wall was here for a reason, I would assume. So maybe if we just keep wandering the endless vast plain, we'll find something eventually. Of course there could be nothing, and I could be wasting my time. So maybe I'll end the game first and see what they have to say. Beep beep beep. I was acknowledged with a clunky salute. It seems guard 26 is guarding the presents. You'd assume it was from the children, but I could imagine a few adults would happily dive in if it were not for his diligence. Should I help him? Yes. Woo! I stand on the other end of the tree, doing my best to look severe. It was clear 26 is confused, but after a few moments, resumed his post. It was a bit awkward, but his chirps do sound a bit less lonely. A few present snatchers did arrive, at first the children, who were quite obvious. He chastised them with a few chirps, but despite his metallic body, his movements were gentle. However, one creature tried. He was quite lucky to get away with only a fractured wrist. Oh my gosh, just like Rizaganji, that little bit. After that, everyone was a virtue of patience. I wonder why. Yeah, deserved. I won't forget the time you put me into debt and caused my child to die, you bastard! May you never have sleep! That aside, it was a peaceful evening, and seeing the smiles as everyone opened their presents together, it made it worth all the while. I was exhausted by the end of it, though. With a heavy yawn, I slipped away, eager for my bed. Okay, we're gonna skip this. Okay. You chose that amalgamation of sheer metal over me? Do you even realize how dehumanizing that was to me? Okay, like, listen, he may be a robot, but he has feelings, okay? He has feelings. And he was an enjoyable person to be around. It was fun hanging out, I think. At least from what Richard said. It seemed like they had fun guarding the presents, you know? Oh yeah, he's twitching like crazy. What the fuck? That's like the teleport animation, I think. The Instagram, no! Okay, let's talk to Joseph officially. Ah! I quickly went away before he could make another word. I missed his company, but I couldn't ignore the way he tried manipulating me. Was he trying to manipulate us? Wait, was he? Fuck, I don't think I was paying... It's not like I wasn't paying attention, I think I just didn't notice. Bro, I'm gonna be honest, I'll be so easy to manipulate you. It's not even funny. These kind of things would go over my head, bro. How long has this stream been going on now that I think about it? Friends or not, that hurt. Wait, are we not able to talk to him? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so there... You know what? I'm gonna go explore around. So there doesn't seem to be an ending where we can just, like, be happy together. Okay, so if there's a hole in the wall, theoretically we can go explore around. And there's something to explore around, right? I don't know where. Because, like, all of this is just, like, the cutscenes, right? This might just be the end of the game, though. I might end here, then. Or, like, exit the game, and I'll try to see how many endings there are, because I do want to make sure I get everything. But yeah, I don't really know where else to go or what else to do, so I think we're gonna end things soon. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, maybe. Actually, I'm not sure I'm gonna end stream just yet. Wait. Oh my god, this map was... Wait, you know, I need to give it, multiple endings? I have no idea. Maybe I'll write a better review later. But, like, this was actually really amazing. It was really well written. What the fuck? I was not expecting that for, like, Scribble Ideas. For a full-on, like, actual visual novel. Wait, didn't I finish the weekly entertainment? What the fuck? Oh, shit. Oh yeah, it is a visual novel. And I find myself uncertain. Grows close with a well-intended friend. Visual novel. This one goes out to my readers and also people named Richard. Sorry, this is awkward for y'all. Anyways, Merry Christmas. I'm gonna lay down. First place weekly and monthly. Thank you for the support, but also no Joseph Poet yet. May he keep evading me there so there's no sequel. No. Guys, my friend said some famous IDV person live streamed my level. Say psych? Wait. Oh, I wonder who that is. I would like to see other people's reaction to it, especially since I think there are other endings, but I just... This made me feel really sad, especially when their souls switched again. It was really cute though. There's one true ending, but I added a second one near the beginning. Do they mean there's only one ending? And I guess like the other one is like different variations, but I guess like no matter what, Richard will return. I'm trying to see, is it just two endings then? Wait, okay, so we're gonna actually get the joke ending real quick. Because that seems fun, you know? Let's go! What happened? He's annoying. You know? This guy was just really annoying, and I have this rancid feeling that he ain't going away. Should I just kill him? I'm sorry? That's a bit extreme. Bro, he's just annoying. For now. Joseph, look, your brother! What? What the fuck? Why would we do that? How do we know that? On one hand, kind of... Oh, so that's what this was for. Kind of wild that he remembered he had a brother instead of anything about myself. On the other, hooray! Taking care of him restored my memories in the process. To think, I forgot. How could I? How delightful it all was. Well, I didn't lose much time, at the very least. It was time to get back to making everyone miserable again. Wait. Speedrun ending. Okay, well anyways, we're gonna leave. So I don't know if there's any other endings, but I don't think there is, so that's gonna be the end of the game. Oh, wasn't that fun? What's this? Oh, thank you. Hope anyways, I hope you guys had fun watching the I don't really know what else to say. That was really good. I hope to see more stories one day by the creator. I mean, you know, if they want to, no pressure. I'm kind of curious who played the game as well. Recommended. Wait, is this by the same person? Huh. Do I have that skin? Shit. Wait. My creations. Wait, I want to see what they have. Damn, I really don't like Norton though. You know what? I guess that would just be it. Unfortunately, my Norton hate overrides my love for good fiction. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and hopefully next time my streams will not crash as many times, and you know, we won't. I promise I'll try not to ramble as much and be like too repetitive and stuff. But you know, it was fun. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back one day. I don't know. I haven't figured out. Like I'm still trying to figure things out with this channel, right? Because I don't really want this to be IDV's channel, and I don't want this to be like, what's it called? If we're doing IDV, it's gonna be exclusively Scribble Ideas from now on. I don't think I'm gonna. I do still play and I do still rank, right? But I don't plan on like streaming that anymore. Cause like I was doing Hunter rank for a while, and I got up to Manticore like 5 with what I guess the very beginning of Manticore, and I got 3 stars. And doing so, I got both Gala and B badge. But it's so fucking stressful to rank as Hunter, and then I just couldn't find any motivation to do so. Like, I've been struggling to play IDV. It restarted, I think, but like I haven't been able to reach the weekly limit in so long. And like I remember when I first started playing, when I was like, I mean, to be fair, I was younger and it was probably a better time, but I would be playing IDV so much that I would reach the weekly limit within like, before, like probably Wednesday, by Wednesday-ish, or maybe Thursday, I would be playing it so much. And I love IDV, right? But I don't think I would want to stream the gameplay very much. I like playing the game, but I don't really like streaming like matches, right? Especially since I don't want to ever get annoyed or judgmental with someone, and then they get like, they find the stream and they're like upset about it, because I had that situation happen to me and I know it hurts. I try not to take it personally, because you know, everyone has their right to complain about their matches and their randoms. It happens. Like I won't get too mad at people for messing up in matches, but I also get it, so I try not to be too like upset about it. Also, I think I'm really hypocritical in that sense. I think that like there's certain places that you really don't have the right to like say things about. Like for example, if it's like I don't know, if you learn that someone's private group chat happened to be like shit talking you or someone, or like something like that, right? And not even like really badly, right? Just, what's it called? Like they just said, oh, you did something that was kind of stupid, or like they were making fun of you for it. Like I don't really think that's that bad, right? As long as they're not like genuinely hateful towards you, or like they're like outright saying horrible things about you. Because I don't know, there's times with my friends where I get mad at them, and like I don't want to address it to them because like either we agree that we shouldn't talk about it, or the conversation shouldn't happen or whatever. Like, or maybe it's just like it's a very minor thing that it just isn't even worth talking about, right? And then like maybe I'll just tell my friends about, like other friends about it, like, oh, this friend said this, can you believe that? I feel sad about it, kind of thing. So yeah, I guess point being is I don't really think, like if you're a viewer, you don't really have any right to like tell a streamer they can't feel a certain way, or they can't like be upset about certain things going wrong, you know? Especially since you don't really see the other person's point of view, so you don't really know what's going on. But like, it also makes sense that if you happen to see it, you would be upset, and I'm not saying you're wrong for feeling upset that you learned that information. I'm just saying that that information wasn't really meant for you, and you know, the streamer has the right to be human, I guess. So I try not to be too judgmental if I get a streamer in a match or a rank match or whatever, and they say something mean to me. Like I probably wouldn't like them afterwards, but I also get it. But also I think I'm a bit too emotional or whatever, and I don't want to ever be too upset with someone and whatever, and then they find the stream and they get sad. That scares me a bit too much, so I kind of just don't want to stream those kind of things. But anyways, point being is I do really like story-based games. So the channel is gonna mostly be for that, and I will keep the weekend time slots, like Saturday and Sunday, to maybe continuous games without stories from time to time. But also sometimes if I don't want to, then I would just fill it up with other story games and continue on. Because I haven't finished Berry Stars, and I do plan on getting at least one ending for that. I don't know if I'm gonna get the true ending for it, but I will get an ending for it. Like an actual proper ending that isn't just the bad ending. Hopefully. And, we're gonna continue Reverse. That will kind of be a continuous thing until I run out of the main story, and then afterwards I might do some of the events from time to time, but that depends on which events are interesting. And also, I guess what context you need for the events. Because I'm worried that it's gonna be, like, because of how long the game's been going on, they expect you to have certain context for certain characters and know certain things, and you can't just jump into it blindly. Because I know some events with new characters that, like, brand new characters that release, it explores their story, and you don't really need prior context too much. Like, you need to know about the world and, like, the general gist of what's going on, but otherwise, you don't need to know, like, all the other events, if that makes sense. So yeah, point being is, yeah, story-based games. IDV is gonna be, like, a very backlog thing. Every once in a while, I want to move away from the idea of becoming a IDV content creator. Maybe I should, like, talk more about, like, actual content on Twitter, now that I think of it. I think every once in a while just tweet random things that are going on in my life. I don't know how to use a Twitter to actively promote myself as a creator, because I kind of just tweet to tweet every once in a while. I just want to say things or say my thoughts or whatever. I'm trying my best to really figure out the whole content creation thing, and I don't know if I'm gonna get anywhere or if I'm gonna do anything noteworthy, but, you know, thank you for everyone who want to support me and join along with me for the journey. And this stream was supposed to end a while ago, so I'm sorry about that, but anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye!